All right, get ready, because today we're going to dive into something pretty wild.
Oh.
The idea that you can actually lower your blood pressure significantly using just your mind, like ditch the pills, ditch the treadmill.
Wow.
And just tap into some kind of hidden mental power.
Interesting.
Sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
But we've got a whole bunch of research that says it might actually be possible.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating.
It really challenges how we think about the body.
For sure.
Yeah.
So for everyone listening out there, you're probably familiar with the usual things when we talk about managing high blood pressure. Diet, exercise, medication, important stuff, of course.
Absolutely.
But today,
Yeah.
we're going somewhere completely different.
Okay.
We're venturing into this like mind-body connection area.
Interesting.
And specifically,
Yeah.
we're going to be looking at how doing certain mind-body exercises, the kind you can do anywhere, anytime, could have a huge impact on your blood pressure.
Wow.
And if you're interested in learning more about all this, click that link down in the description below to go to the High Blood Pressure Program official website.
So to understand how this actually works, we have to start with the brain.
Okay.
We often think about the brain as like this thing separate from our body.
Right.
But it's really connected to every single process in our bodies, including how our blood pressure is regulated.
So it's like the CEO of your cardiovascular system.
Exactly.
Constantly sending out memos and making adjustments to keep everything running smoothly.
Exactly like that.
Wow.
And just like a stressed out CEO, when your brain is under pressure, it can start making some bad decisions. All those deadlines, emails, traffic jams, they all take their toll. And for a lot of people, that looks like high blood pressure.
Okay, so stress basically messes with the brain's ability to keep that blood pressure in check.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. But how do these mind-body exercises actually fix that?
Well, the big idea here is something called a focused break.
Okay.
Imagine you're in the middle of just a crazy workday.
Yeah.
Your inbox is overflowing, your phone's blowing up, you feel like you're about to lose it.
I know that feeling.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You might step away for a few minutes.
Okay.
Take some deep breaths.
Right.
Maybe close your eyes and picture yourself on a beach somewhere.
Sure.
That's kind of what these exercises do for your brain.
Oh.
They give it a little vacation from all those stress signals.
So it's like hitting the pause button on that internal stress storm.
Exactly.
Give your brain a chance to like catch its breath and just reset.
Yeah. And by doing that, we can actually start to influence our nervous system in a way that helps us relax and lower our blood pressure.
So we're not just talking about like wishful thinking here.
No, not at all.
There's actual science behind this.
Absolutely. There's this fascinating study from 1977 that looked at a group of veterans who were practicing relaxation techniques. And after a few weeks, they saw their diastolic blood pressure, you know, the bottom number, drop by an average of 10 points.
Wow.
And their systolic blood pressure, the top number, plummeted by 18 points.
That's huge.
It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why you're so excited about all this.
It's pretty amazing.
And for those of you listening who want to learn more, don't forget to click the link in the description below to go to the High Blood Pressure Program official website.
And you know, it's not just about lowering those numbers.
Yeah.
Another study found that these kinds of mind-body exercises can actually reverse hardening of the arteries.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
So it's not just treating the symptoms.
Right.
It's actually addressing the underlying problem.
It is. It really speaks to how connected our mental and physical state really are.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, you've definitely got my attention.
Okay.
But I think it's important to remember, not everyone's going to be on board with this whole like mind over matter thing.
Sure.
Some people might be skeptical, and rightfully so.
Right.
What would you say to someone who's like rolling their eyes at us right now?
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so used to thinking about blood pressure as something we manage with pills and lifestyle changes. But what if our brains have a lot more influence than we realize? Think about it. We all know that feeling.
Yeah.
When you're stressed and your heart starts racing, that's your nervous system reacting to stress.
Okay.
And over time, that constant activation can lead to higher blood pressure.
So it's like our bodies are stuck in fight or flight mode, even when there's no real danger.
Exactly.
Right.
And these mind-body exercises help us shift into a more relaxed state. It's kind of like hitting the chill button on your nervous system.
Okay, that makes sense. But like, what do these exercises actually look like? Am I picturing people levitating objects or something?
Not quite.
Okay.
The source material we're looking at focuses on 3 simple but powerful techniques: emotional release, progressive relaxation, and visualization.
Okay, break it down for me.
Right.
What's involved in each of these techniques?
Let's start with emotional release.
Okay.
You know that feeling when you just have this like knot of tension in your stomach or a tightness in your chest?
Yeah.
That's usually a sign of emotional stress that we've just bottled up.
Right.
This technique helps you identify and release those emotions through guided visualization and breathing exercises.
So it's kind of like giving those buried emotions a chance to surface and just come out.
Exactly. It's about acknowledging those feelings, processing them, and just letting them go.
That sounds pretty intense.
It can be.
What about the next one, progressive relaxation?
This one's a little bit more physical. Okay. It involves tensing and then releasing different muscle groups in your body.
Oh, right.
You start with your toes.
Okay.
Then your feet, your calves, and so on, working all the way up to your head.
So you're basically giving yourself like a full body tension and release massage?
Exactly.
Wow.
And as you do this, you become more aware of where you're holding tension in your body.
Right.
And you consciously let it go.
Okay.
This not only relaxes your muscles, but it also calms down your nervous system, which has a direct impact on lowering your blood pressure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have visualization.
All right.
What's that all about?
This one's all about using your imagination.
Yep.
You're basically creating vivid mental images of calming and peaceful places.
Right.
It could be a beach,
right,
a forest,
a
mountaintop, whatever makes you feel peaceful. The idea is to transport your mind to a place where you feel completely safe and relaxed, allowing your body to follow.
So it's like a mental escape route from the stress of everyday life.
Exactly. And the more you do these visualizations, the easier it is to access that calm state.
Wow.
Whenever you need it.
Okay, I've got to admit, I'm starting to see why these techniques sound so appealing.
Yeah.
They sound simple.
They are.
And they don't need any special equipment or anything like that.
No, that's what makes them so accessible.
Yeah.
You can do them anywhere, anytime.
Right.
And the source material we're looking at, the high blood pressure program, it actually provides audio guidance for each of these techniques.
Wow.
Which makes it even easier to get started.
So you really have no excuse not to try it.
Exactly. You can actually find a link to their official website.
Perfect.
Down in the description below.
So I'm curious, how long does it take to see results with these exercises?
Well, remember those studies we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Some people saw big drops in their blood pressure within minutes of doing some of these relaxation techniques.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
But I guess it's important to remember that everybody's different.
Absolutely.
And how long it takes to see results is going to vary from person to person.
Right. Consistency is key.
Okay.
The more you practice, the more likely you are to get lasting benefits.
So it's not a quick fix?
Right.
But a commitment to doing these exercises for the long haul.
It is. And it's important to point out that while these techniques show a lot of promise, they shouldn't be seen as a replacement for conventional medical treatment.
Of course.
It's always important to talk to your doctor and follow their guidance.
So these exercises are a tool that can work with your existing healthcare plan.
Exactly.
Not replace it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about taking a holistic approach to your health, addressing both the physical and the mental.
I like that. Speaking of the mental side of things.
Yeah.
I'm curious what our listeners are thinking right now.
Yeah, me too.
What stands out to you about this approach?
Right.
What excites you, or maybe even makes you a little hesitant?
I'd love to know.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
This is really fascinating stuff.
It is. It really is.
I'm excited to keep learning more.
Me too.
All right.